That's going to be like my new pickup line. Hip hop, hooray! Ho! Hey.
That's funny.
Give me your number.
I like that. Yeah. That's funny. I thought about like if I was single, could I go up to a girl and be like, "You got to come with me right now. Someone's after you.
Just hop into the van.
Get in my car. Get into this unmarked vehicle.
Come with me if you want to live."
Welcome to Good Thing, Bad Thing. I am Jabby Quay.
Sintel.
So let's let the show begin. I wanted to show this to you right quick because you were talking about public shaming.
Yes.
This is how they deal with shoplifters in South Africa. They put them in a cage.
What?
Isn't that awesome?
Holy shit. Hold on. Bring that closer. I can barely see it. See? Shame is a powerful way of getting people to stop doing dumb shit.
This is never minding the fact that he probably, or she was probably desperate and really needed it. South Africa.
Well, look at it this way. But is it better to sit in a cage like that or be like somewhere in the Middle East where they cut off your hand?
Real quick, and hopefully we don't talk about this for too long.
Okay.
I'm sick and tired of these payoffs, man. This Ohio man was cleared of murder after 39 years in jail, and he gets a $1 million settlement.
That's it?
This goes back to cryogenics, man, and life extension. And like for cases like this, where people were given unfair sentences, like their life has been taken 40 years. Like we haven't even been alive that long.
No.
40 years of this guy's life is gone.
And he only got $1 million?
Exactly. And it's like, what are you going to do with $1 million? How long is that going to last you? He has no real world experience anymore. Like the last time he saw outside, people were using rotary phones. The whole landscape has changed.
Yeah. He's probably completely institutionalized too. He's probably very uncomfortable being outside of those walls after 40 plus years. But then again, there's nothing like freedom, man.
Yeah. No, I'm just like the money isn't enough.
Hell no.
Life extension.
$1 million?
Life extension, baby. Life extension. Apparently Canada is like the best place in the world to be.
Why? It's cold.
They're super nice. Everybody's super I was reading this article on BBC.
Okay.
They're so polite over there. This guy bumped into a tree and apologized to the tree.
You know what? I like Canadians, man. Big shout out to Drake.
So anyway, let's get into it.
I just earned us 5 dislikes just by shouting out Drake.
But I could just imagine like someone bumping into a tree and apologizing to it. Like over here, that's crazy. In Canada, that's okay. All right, let's go into it. Good thing, bad thing. My good thing is David Hayter. David Hayter is the voice, for those of you who don't know, of Solid Snake.
What a great voice he's got, too. Yeah. I mean, he had the first Batman voice. Like,
Metal Gear. Girl.
What's he doing now?
He's producing movies. He actually wrote 2 of the X-Men movies. He wrote Watchmen. He's continuing to write and produce. The reason why I wanted to make this about David Hayter is because I met the guy. There's 3 people who I've met that I can't ever forget meeting them. Robin Williams, Keanu Reeves, and David Hayter. Robin Williams was just, that's a story I could go into another time, but he was just one of the coolest, hands down, one of the coolest guys I ever met in real life, twice. Keanu Reeves, I met at a movie screening, and he was super nice to me and my dad. And David Hayter. Now, to give you some like info on what happened, how I met him, there was an event where we got to watch X-Men 1 with David Hayter. Like he was part of the group of us. It was a small room.
Like the very first X-Men or
the very
first
X-Men, because he wrote, his name was the final credit on there.
Huh.
Even though other people like Joss Whedon and other people kind of worked on it, David Hayter had the final credit. And so we got to watch it with him. And afterwards there was like a private, you get to go up and talk to David Hayter kind of thing.
Wow.
So me and a buddy of mine walked up to him and started chatting with him. And in the middle of the conversation, he's like, keep talking. I'm just going to grab a beer over here. And there was like a little fridge nearby.
Right.
Like, I've never seen a celebrity person walk up, grab a beer, and just keep going in this conversation. Right. Like, he's super chatty.
Uh-huh.
He's a super, super dope guy. It's like, he's the only person, I'm sure, in the video game industry that has played every video game he has voiced. Like, he played every single Metal Gear Solid through to the end.
Wow.
So his knowledge of Metal Gear is insane. This is a guy who cares. When they went and redid Metal Gear Solid, the first one for GameCube, Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes, he demanded that they bring back all the other voice talent or he wasn't doing it. I'm like...
It was an all-star cast, man. Yeah. That was a good move. But the voice acting in that game is so good.
But just the fact that he would do something like that,
stepping on that ledge.
Man. Yeah. And I am specifically coming around to this. I'm pissed off at Hideo Kojima. I'm still pissed off at him for dropping David Hayter from the Metal Gear series. The new
Did he explain why?
He did, but it's a bullshit explanation. He, for whatever reason, he went with Kiefer Sutherland, and I like Kiefer Sutherland a lot. I love him in 24. He's a great actor, but his voice is not the voice of Solid Snake.
Right.
When I play Metal Gear and I hear Kiefer Sutherland's voice, I just see Jack Bauer.
Right.
And it's confusing my brain.
Right.
Because I know what Jack Bauer looks like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like my puppies the other day. Chloe was hiding behind the couch.
Right.
And she kept calling the puppies. And the puppies were walking up to the couch confused. They're like, well, no one's here. No one's here. Because she was hiding behind the couch.
Right.
They kept hearing the voice, but they saw no one there. That's what happens when I'm playing Metal Gear. I'm like, no. Where's Jack Bauer? Where's Jack Bauer? And it infuriates me that Kojima would do this on the last Metal Gear game. It's like, come on, dude. Really? The last Metal Gear game, you're going to cut David Hayter out, who's like the strongest. He was so happy with the Metal Gear series. He's played every game. He's a big supporter of it. He interacts with his fans on Twitter.
Right.
I'm like, come on, really?
He must have made a demand that they just couldn't meet.
No, he didn't know. He didn't even there was no talks. They just all of a sudden he found out he wasn't part of the series. It was really odd.
Yeah.
I can't figure out why. I cannot figure out why Kojima would do that.
Money.
But here's the thing about it is, in Japan, the guy who's been voicing Metal Gear since PlayStation,
Right.
he's the one voicing Metal Gear Solid 5 in Japan.
So, but he's never left. He's always been.
He's always been there.
All of them.
And so it's like, why are you changing the American one? Why?
Maybe the American market doesn't have as big as a demand, and they're trying to save money. I don't know. I'm just throwing darts. I'm just throwing to see what sticks in the wall. That's a big loss, though.
I think David Hayter is just one of the coolest guys, and to knock him out from the series, that's just stupid.
Yeah.
That really made me upset.
Yeah, that's like changing Optimus Prime's voice.
Yeah.
That's like, no.
Yeah.
No, there's only one Prime voice.
Yeah.
And I don't know that guy's name, but he's the shit on it.
I know what you're talking about. David Hayter's just awesome. That's what it comes down to. That's my good thing, David Hayter.
My good thing, still dealing with movies. I went to the movies to see Fast Furious 7, and there was a theater right down the street in AMC. And I get in there, and I'm thinking it's going to be like another one of those run-of-the-mill, typical sit-down kind of things. And they had like these cool little recliners. Everybody was really nice. The price point wasn't too bad. So my good thing is the theater experience stepping their game up. So if you go to theaters now, I've been to a couple now where they serve food. You'll have a waitress. You can drink, alcohol and beer. The sound systems on the side have stepped up. Digital screens, full on electric reclining chairs.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that they're doing this because they're fighting the people that are downloading the movies. And they have to come up with a way to make the experience that you have in the theater something that you can't get at home. Even though you can get a beer at home, you can't make your own food, you can sit in your own lazy boy or whatever it is. But there's just something about the energy of being inside of a real theater and then pulling the energy around everybody else that's watching the theater experience.
Right.
And making it that comfortable and yet pretty affordable. It was like $10.
I don't know where you went, man.
AMC right on Santa Monica, man.
I don't think you paid $10.
Yeah,
you
man.
must have been high.
It was
because there was no fucking way.
Yeah.
You paid $10. I've gone to those. It's called Prime.
No, it was like $10.50.
Whatever. It's
but,
called.
but I did see it at 3:00. It was like a matinee price.
It's the thing you're talking about is called Prime. It's where you got the reclining chairs and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's a specific thing that actually they don't serve you food at. It's the special sound system, the ETX sound system, and you got reclining chairs and whatnot, and they're super comfy.
But they're making the effort, man. They're trying.
They are slowly adopting what the Alamo Draft House started. Do you know what the Alamo Draft House is?
That's in Texas, right?
That's in Texas.
Yeah.
I just came back from Austin, Texas.
Did you go to Alamo Draft House?
I went to the Alamo Draft House.
I hear it's dope.
I saw a movie called Kumiko, the Treasure Hunter.
Tell me this is a B movie.
I looked at Rotten Tomatoes. It's got 90%. The thing about it is, we were staying with a buddy of mine named Justin, and Faye was with us. And I didn't say what movie to watch. They decided. Justin and Faye decided what movie we were going to watch. And Faye's the one that picked out the movie because she's like, "Oh, that trailer looks good." I'm like, "All right." And then Justin told me, "Yeah, it's like a Japanese movie." I'm like, "Oh shit." Japanese movies are inherently slow. Mm-hmm. They're just super slow.
Right.
And Faye's like, "Oh no, the trailer looks good." And sure enough,
we
get in there. That movie was slow as molasses, man. Like, I get it. She likes Fargo. I get it. She's watching the movie Fargo. I get it. Move on. Please move on. 10 more minutes of her watching Fargo. Anyway, that's completely beside the point. Kumiko, the treasure hunter, has its moments, but it's not 90%.
Right.
It's like potentially 90% over the next 10 years from the directors. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the directors have potential, but that movie's not 90%.
Well, tell me about the Draft House.
The Draft House, they serve you food. It's actually a really intelligent system where the rows are staggered, kind of arena
Stadium
style.
seating?
Stadium
Yeah.
seating, that's what I
Yeah.
mean. Stadium seating. And apparently they were like the first to do that. And you basically put a ticket saying what you want so that they don't really intrude on the experience. Because I'm like, how would you do that? How would you get served food while you're watching a movie? And their system is actually pretty good.
Right.
And before the movie starts, they actually play all kinds of cool indie short films and whatnot. And oftentimes they're relevant to the film you're watching. It's a cool place, man. I liked it a lot. Alamo Draft House. That's awesome. Anyway.
Okay, well, one more thing to just piggyback to it. What's missing from the theater experience? Is there anything that you could think of? What can make it better?
Shutting up children. That would make it better. What they need is at every movie, in every room of the movie theater, they need a guy with a sniper rifle with an elephant tranquilizer to shut that child up. I can't tell you how many times. Now, here's the thing. I usually get a second movie out of it.
Right.
Because it's not my job to go outside to tell AMC, hey, you got some fucking loud children in there, you need to shut up. Because then I'm going to miss 10 minutes of the movie coming out and having this dialogue.
Right.
I'm not going to let my experience be ruined that much.
Right.
So what I do is after the movie's over, I go up to the front, I'm like, hey, some kids were fucking up my experience. I want another ticket. And they give me another ticket. I argue with them. They're like, okay, we're going to make this one-time exception. I'm like, okay, yeah, make me another one-time exception for the 100th time. Make me the one-time exception, okay? They need someone with an elephant tranquilizer to shoot the people with the cell phones, to shoot the people with the children who won't shut up. I remember I was at the movie theater once watching like Kung Fu Panda 2. I get it. It's a kid's movie.
Right.
I know. I'm asking for it. Not really, though. Like, curb your fucking children, people.
Right.
These two women were like, talking like it's Bridge Club or something, while 9 of their children, I don't know how they got so many, were watching this movie making all kinds of rowdy noises. And I'm just like, if you're not going to parent your child, I'll gladly will. I will gladly smack your children around. Okay? That's what the movie theater experience needs. Because at the Alamo Draft House, if you don't show up on time, you can't watch the movie. If you make too much noise, you can get kicked out easily. Just out. You're gone. They don't fuck around at the Alamo Draft House. When I got in the theater, it was like everyone was there on time and it was pitch quiet. Like no one made any noise. And you know who they used for their PSA for that was the guy who plays Gus in Breaking Bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, he speaks like great English apparently. I haven't seen him in any other stuff, but that accent he produced in Breaking Bad was totally a fake. I think you can all agree with me. We need to shoot children with not elephant tranquilizers. That's an exaggeration.
Kind of blow their neck out.
Yeah.
They'll bleed out real bad.
It's something. Just walk up with like a...
All right, hit me with your bad thing.
My bad thing is asking where I bought it. Now look at my t-shirt. This t-shirt is dope. It is a nice t-shirt, right? This is David Hayter or Solid Snake.
Right.
I have a whole slew of these shirts. Now, oftentimes what happens is I get people who walk up to me and they're always like, oh, dude, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But I just got to know where you bought your shirt. And sure enough, I lie and I say, oh, it was a gift. Sorry, I don't know. It's like, I'm not going to fucking tell you where I bought my shirt because then you're going to have my fucking shirt and I'm not going to be the only one in the Los Angeles fucking area with my t-shirt. You know what I'm saying?
You hoarder.
Like, I am a hoarder. Jesus.
You're supposed to be spreading commerce, man.
No, the thing about it is it's like I spent almost $700 on my collection of t-shirts. It was not a savvy purchase, but I'm going to fucking hold tight to that purchase and wear it proudly, goddammit. People might have similar t-shirts, but they won't have mine.
Okay.
I got my t-shirt. They can have like a Breaking Bad shirt, but not the one I got that looks like Mr. Magoo. They don't have the Breaking Bad shirt I have that is the Legos. The Lego Breaking Bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
You're a swag snob.
Yes.
But that's okay. That's why I like going to Comic-Con with you, man.
I can't wear my Fight Club t-shirt out anymore ever because Target sells the Fight Club t-shirt. And I don't want to like just be crossing paths with someone and who's going like, oh, look, we got the Fight Club t-shirt. We're so cool together. What bothers me more, which is just bizarre, is when someone's wearing the Fight Club t-shirt at Target. I'm like, really?
Fresh off the rack.
Like, seriously? You've got nothing else in your wardrobe but Target clothes? Target pop culture clothes? Really? I don't buy anything from Target that's pop culture because they got the Nirvana, they got the comic book stuff. I'm like, no, I'm not. That's fucking death in the nerd world. I'm not touching that shit.
There's rules to this shit.
Yeah.
We got a code.
It's just weird. Why would you wear the Target fucking pop culture shirt at Target? Why? It's not like going to Gap.
It's fresh off the vine.
It's not like going to Gap where the shirts are kind of generic.
Yeah.
You're going to Target and wearing the Target shirt. Am I making any sense here?
Hey, man, this is all first world problems to me, baby.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I get
weird.
exactly what you're saying.
It's bizarre. It's like you go to a public school and you're wearing a shirt you bought at the school that represents the school. That's a bad example. Fuck that. I can't even explain it. Like, I don't know how. I don't know how to explain it.
So where do you get your shirts at?
You know? Try asking any woman what perfume she wears and see how that goes over. That makes even less sense. Have you ever tried doing that?
I don't really ask women what kind of perfume they have.
Because every girl I date doesn't wear perfume. They just have their natural intoxicating smell.
This is just my natural musk.
Exactly. No, I mean, the truth is, Faye does smell pretty good. But like when I walk into an elevator and I smell like this nice perfume, I'm like, ooh, I know that woman's hot. It might be like a 300-pound chick, but the perfume is nice, and I want to know what it is. The thing about it is like that makes even less sense because when you wear perfume or cologne and it mixes with your like biology or whatever, it smells different than it would on someone else.
Right.
So I don't understand
your
the
own
point.
like personal pheromones just conjure up your musk.
That's my bad thing. Stop asking where I bought my shirts. I'm not gonna fucking tell you.
I'll find out and then I'm gonna post it. No, I would never be that much of a dick, you swag snob, you.
I like my shirts. But seriously, I spent like $700 on my shirt.
Damn.
It was like the worst investment ever. But I always get compliments from dudes.
I don't even know what to say to that.
I stopped someone once, though. I did stop someone once. I'm like, I a whole bunch of the world fucking does it to me. I can do it once. There was a guy who had what I knew was Link, right? But he had like this Jedi outfit. And it said, "May the Triforce be with you." I was like, "Holy shit!" Because I'm like, I had to look at it again because I wasn't sure that I saw it right.
Right.
I was walking into living spaces, and this dude was minding his own business, and I completely walked past him, and then it processed in my brain, so I had to backpedal and go, hold on, let me see your shirt, and he wasn't hearing me because he was like, "Who fucking does that?" No one does
because
that.
You're shaky and you're twitching and
exactly.
shit. He was probably going for his mace can. So, it's like this motherfucker's about to ask me for change.
Right. I'm like, "Let me see your shirt." That's awesome. And I walked away. I didn't ask him where he bought it. I know where to find it, though.
Yeah, because you stalked him. This is just sick and sad.
I looked through his garbage, and I found the receipt. He used a Visa that ends in 9364.
Oh, my God. When will the madness stop? See, why do I hang with you? I'm going to end up getting in prison because of you.
What's your bad thing?
My bad thing is the food that you see in the center of the grocery store. Now, if you pay attention when you go grocery shopping, if you go to the side of any Ralph's or Kroger's or whatever, Winn-Dixie, A&P, whatever, if you look on the side of the walls or the side of the store,
thank you for like giving examples of grocery stores because until you said that, I didn't know what a grocery store was.
Asshole.
I really appreciate it. Like you know, whenever you go to a gas station like 76 or Mobil or Exxon or Shell.
Can I start over?
Go ahead.
What a jerk.
Okay, grocery store.
All right.
It's the middle. Whatever. Go.
All right. So my bad thing is the food that you see at the center of a grocery store.
Oh, and I'm not cutting that out, dude.
You're a jerk,
I'm
man.
not cutting that out.
What an asshole.
I'm keeping all that. Just pick up where you left off.
Well, if you walk in, you'll see your produce.
I can't believe you tried
eggs,
to bypass
milk,
that fucking stupid
and
thing
meat.
you just did.
You see, I'm just ignoring his ass altogether. All right.
Ralph's. Food for less.
Winn-Dixie.
What other
A&P,
grocery
Piggly Wiggly.
stores?
Piggly Wiggly, man. It's always been one of my favorites. That little pig looks so happy. He's all like...
You know when you use a computer like a Mac or a PC or a Linux? Or you're driving a car like a Honda or a Toyota?
You know when you choke out your side hose with like an axe or some rope
Go
or
ahead,
a
man. I'm
brick?
sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. No, but for real, if you walk into any grocery store and you walk on the side of the walls, you'll see all things that are natural for the most part. You'll see your vegetables, dairy, your meat, and your breads as you go around the sides. And all the stuff that's in the center of the grocery store is all bullshit. It's all processed sugar. It's all frozen food bullshit like ice cream. It's all chips. It's all sweeteners. It's all fast and easy stuff. Because I kind of talk about fat shaming all the time, I want you guys out there to challenge yourselves. I want everybody out there to start eating on the sides of the grocery store. Don't buy shit unless it's on the side of the grocery store. Stay away from the center. My bad thing is food in the center sucks. Ding! That shit'll kill you.
That ding already happened a while ago. And I was like, honk, honk. It wasn't a ding.
Well, I'm going to make you put it up again. Asshole.
I love that sound.
Okay.
When I was looking for sounds, I'm like, what can I do just to make
It
his
is kind of
less,
retarded.
to belittle
At
his
any given
topic.
moment, man, I expect like a clown of cars to just come out and people just start hopping out, doing dances and stuff. No, but for real, I'm trying to save people's lives here.
Okay. I thought your thing was about the arrangement of grocery stores.
No.
Because you go
it's
into
the food.
You're going into like all these different stores and naming off different places that people can shop at.
Because they're all regular stores, man. I want to make sure people know all the stores that they can get
El
their proper
Mercado.
groceries. I forgot about Whole Food, Trader Joe's. Well, Trader Joe's is good all the way around. Well, not really. Even their stuff in the center is jacked up.
No, what they do is they put all the candy on the top of the everything
and
else.
all of that is in the center of the store, while all the stuff on the edges. But then again, some of the stuff on the edges is like wine and shit. Yeah, get that wine. The wine's
Speaking of wine, I was going to bring this in as a thing, but I can't like talk about it for several minutes. Cheap wine is very bad for you. Just as a FYI, a PSA to all of you. Cheap wine has arsenic in it.
Yeah, so do apples.
But the level of arsenic in the wine is really bad for you. I get when I buy cheap wine, because I love wine, Red Cab specifically.
Snob.
I don't know wine that well, but I know Red Cab tastes pretty good, and everything else tastes like shit when it's red.
Everything else is piss.
Yeah, that's exactly how I talk. So, when I buy cheap wine, I can't do $2 Chuck anymore. $2 Chuck is basically wine at Trader Joe's that's cost $2.50. It used to be $2, and I just can't drink it anymore because I get really bad headaches when I drink that wine. But if it's like above $10, I'm good. I'm good all night long.
Man, that's the wine people hustling you to upgrade.
No, that's my brain going, fuck this cheap wine. It sucks. You're going to get a headache.
Man, you need to get you that big-ass jug of sangria. That shit goes a long way.
That's sugar. I'm talking about the fucking middle aisle. That's sugar.
Well, at Whole Foods, the liquor aisle's on the side.
It's sugar. It's sugar, my friends.
But you don't eat from the center aisle, do you?
I have my Pop-Tarts every now and then. You know what I do when I eat Pop-Tarts? The calories on the back are super fucking tricky. It says these numbers,
right,
but in a little tiny print it goes for one Pop-Tart, for one pastry.
Yeah, that's one serving.
I'm like, why the fuck is that the serving? Why isn't the serving 2 pastries?
Because they're trying to dumb it down to make sure they don't want you to know you're eating some fucked up shit.
Right, no, I get it. So what I do is I eat 1/2 of a pastry and I save the other 3/4 for later.
So it can get all hard on you?
No, it doesn't get hard. I keep it in a plastic bag. A Ziploc bag. You gotta do shit smart, dude. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm not eating Pop-Tarts.
What are you
I'm eating stuff on the side of the grocery store. Actually, no, I'm not.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I am a center aisle eating bastard.
Well,
but I'm trying to change
But
it.
what is wrong with that food? In moderation, what's wrong with that food?
Because nobody eats that shit in moderation. All of it is processed. All of it is chocked full of sugar.
But you can't like get people to just drop it. Cold turkey, that's too difficult. Try to tell an alcoholic to just stop drinking. It's not gonna fucking happen. What you do is you wean them off.
Wean.
Or you put them in chip rehab, junk food rehab.
No, I need my
Isolate
people to
them.
go cold
the shakes.
turkey. That's what happens. You know what? If you ever like just cut sugar for a long period of time, like that first couple of weeks, you kind of get like those sugar headaches and stuff because your body is like reacting to some shit that is kind of like dependent on.
When I used to eat dairy, because I can't anymore.
Are you lactose intolerant?
I'm lactose intolerant.
Do you drink sweet acidophilus milk?
Drink soy milk. Manly soy milk.
Manly
soy milk. I drink soy milk. The same stuff Solid Snake drinks.
Before I crack a neck, I get a glass of soy.
Before I kick ass, I drink soy milk, just like Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris doesn't drink soy milk.
Chuck Norris doesn't eat out the
soy milk jumps into his throat on command.
I don't even know what? Yes.
You don't know this Chuck Norris saying?
I do know that Chuck Norris sings. He probably just grabs the beans and just squeezes the milk out of
Chuck Norris
himself.
doesn't do push-ups. He pushes the earth
Pushes
down.
the world away from him.
I used to eat pizza, and I remember I went on a detox, which is retarded. And at the end of the 30 days, I was like, let's have a pizza to celebrate.
And you fucked yourself
I
up, didn't you?
was so sick.
Yep.
I was on the toilet for a long time.
With your wet naps?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Baby wipes, baby.
Wet naps, baby wipes.
Baby wipes are the
Whatever.
best. Do what I tell you and wean it off. Pop-Tarts, just break off a half, eat that, you'll feel good, you got your fix, and then eat the rest later on the next day.
No, just take a little bit of heroin. Just a little bit. You know, a little bit of heroin won't hurt you.
It's not the same. That's no. I reject that, sir. It's not the same.
Obesity is like over like 70% now. Yeah. It's the
They are not eating their Pop-Tarts in moderation.
And you know, I'm way nowhere near as fit as you. I got my little tum and my laziness that goes along with it. But
You're also 20 years older, so it's forgivable.
hey man, how dare you give out my government age on national fucking airways? What's wrong with you? Yeah, I'm gonna start get the I need that dart to come out of nowhere. What a jerk.
Thank you guys for watching. Please comment below. And once again, comment on where you're hailing from. I want to know, please. I want to tally up where people are watching from and let you all know who are in the lead.
Where my Tennesseans at, man? Where my hometown at? Represent. Where y'all at?
Once again, thank you. I am Jabby Kaway.
Sintel.
Peace out.